And if you were told to pick maybe between career, because of course you can't pick between the others, but if you're told to pick between career and business, which one would you have gone for?
My career is very flexible, so I don't think I'd want to quit. At the same time, I love doing business because you're the boss of yourself and you get to make a difference in people's lives. So right now, I'd still go with 50-50. Yes, still do my career and do business.
So no regrets?
No regrets. Okay. Currently, I own a gym business and I love the business. It has its challenges, but every morning I wake up, I just want to go to the business. I'm a doctor, resident doctor. I teach.
A doctor as in daktari or?
Oh, not a medical doctor.
Okay.
It's an academic doctor. I used to sell the lollipops. A packet was going for around 300. Then I used part of that money to start a chicken business.
Chicken?
Yes, with my mom. You know, every business is different.
Yeah.
And you get to learn something different every other time you start a business. Don't do business with family. I actually work out every day.
Yeah.
If you can see, I look fit. The biggest challenge in a business is employees.
Yeah.
Because you know, you have a dream.
Yeah.
Employees do not share this dream.
They do not share.
I got duped, especially with the people from graphics. It's my dream. So these people don't share in the dream. So the minute you're away from this job, your dream will die.
Yeah.
So you have to allocate time.
Hello, good people, and welcome to yet another episode of Unlimited by Mona. Today, we are very privileged to have a very interesting guest because this one, according to me, is somebody who is juggling everything. You know, when people are trying to choose either its career or its business, she's just tackling both like a tiger. So to me, she looks like a tigress, and I feel like it's somebody whose story needs to be put out there because she's balancing motherhood, she's balancing career, she's balancing education, she's balancing business. Imagine somebody who is just doing all of this and with a smile on her face, and you can't even tell if she's struggling to do this. So here is Motherhood Odin, and we can start by maybe her introducing herself because I know she has so many titles to her name. So Motherhood, karibu sana Unlimited.
Thank you, Sana Mona.
Karibu.
I like the introduction you've given me. Yeah. So like she said, I'm a mother of one. I'm a doctor, resident doctor. I teach.
A doctor as in daktari or?
Oh, not a medical doctor.
Okay.
It's an academic doctor. Tumefanya PhD.
Wow.
That's why we are called doctor. So I'm Dr. Motherhood Odin. But as my friend, you can call me Motherhood or just Matt. Yeah.
Ah, nice. So you are also an entrepreneur on top of...
Yes. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And in fact, I can call myself an entrepreneur from a very young age. I think I started way back when I was in high school. But I think that is something we'll discuss much later in this interview.
Okay, so you say that you started business from high school. Yes. Maybe you can tell us what exactly you did. You know, there could be somebody who is watching and they're in high school and you can give them ideas, something like that.
So my business in high school was not anything major.
Yeah.
I was selling sweets. Yeah, the lollipops.
Yeah.
So I hope the principal Loreto is not looking at me right now. But I used to sell the lollipops. A packet was going for around 300. So once I sold it, I would get around 500. So meaning I would get a profit of 200.
From each packet.
Yeah, and I would sell it to my fellow students and sometimes even to teachers. And in a week, I could earn up to 600 in profit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Being a student.
Yes.
So now you really got the fun of making your own profit.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I never got broke when I was in high school.
So you had your money to sustain yourself here and there.
Yeah.
Okay, so now looking at you right now as an entrepreneur, because now you can tell us maybe how that journey was transitioning from selling sweets. Maybe how was the journey? How was the journey all the way to where you are right now?
I think I can say I like the independence that came with earning your own money at a very young age. You know, I'm a person who doesn't like borrowing. So I like it when I'm independent, especially financial independence. So once I started earning my money from Form 2 all the way to Form 4, the minute I left high school, it became a thing I was doing. So When I left Form 4, rather when I cleared Form 4, I got a job. But then I used part of that money to start a chicken business.
Chicken.
Yes, with my mom.
Wow.
So we bought like around 100 chicks. That's what I call the small ones, the chicks. And we ran the business with my mom. And we got some profits, but you know, as they say, don't enter into business with family, because my mom ate most of the profits.
Because maybe you had some values, but maybe for her, she didn't have some of those
True.
values.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. So maybe getting into business up to date, maybe what is that one specific value you feel like if it were not for business, I would never have been this?
That's a trick question. So probably I would say, you know, every business is different.
Yeah.
And you get to learn something different every other time you start a business. For instance, from high school, I think the greatest thing I learned was just basic management, how to manage your profit, sales, etc. Then going to the chicken business, I learned don't do business with family. But probably I didn't learn it so much because at some point in time, I think sometime 2 years ago, I started another business, a liquor business, and I employed my brother. No hard feelings, but I think what I learned is, again, don't do business with family. Yes.
And right now in your current business, I'm sure in your journey, you're learning every day.
Yes.
What is that thing that you feel like right now you're going through and is a lesson to you?
Like I said, I'm going back to my point. Every business is different. But generally, I think what I can say is do something you love. Because once you do something you love, a business you love, then you will not have a problem allocating time for this business. You'll not have a time doing overtime, making losses or profit for this business. You'll always enjoy waking up every day
The passion
to do this business. And by that business, I'm speaking of currently I own a gym business, and I love the business. It has its challenges, but every morning I wake up, I just want to go to the business, whether I'm making profit or not. But I keep on learning. So the take home here is do something you love, and everything will fall in place.
Okay, now Matabel, maybe you can give us a sneak peek into your life. Like, how does your normal day look like? Like, okay, you're a parent, you are studying, you are a lecturer, you run a business. Maybe you can give us a sneak peek of what your day looks like.
Currently, I'm not studying because I
you already got your...
Yes, I finished my PhD. But generally, depending on the day. So when I wake up in the morning, first thing I do, of course, is take care of my daughter. If she's going to school, ensure she's going to school. I drop her every day. So I take her to school, then immediately pass by the gym to just check if everything is okay. Then possibly go to my office at work, that is in JQuat, and do my stuff, probably academic stuff or lecturing stuff, see some of my students. Then if I have a class within the day, that will be part of my day up until 4. I don't have classes beyond 4. It's a choice I made. So at 4 again, or before 4, I got to pick my kid from school.
So you pick her yourself? And
yes, I drop her and pick her every day.
So you are a present mom?
Yes. So I drop her back at home, then now I go to the gym. I do some management at the gym for like an hour and a half, and at 5:30, I start doing my workout. I actually work out every day. If you can see, I look fit.
I knew you had to bring that up. Okay, so looking at maybe you as a person, okay, you've mentioned how your day looks like, and it sounds so smooth, but I'm very sure it's not a walk in the park.
Yes, it's not a walk.
So what are some of the challenges that you are experiencing in your day-to-day activities, trying to juggle between all those tasks?
Yeah, you know, challenges are there. Number one, I can't say there's a lot of challenges when it comes to my main job, that is as a lecturer at JQuat, because I think there everything is smooth as long as I do what I'm expected to do. So probably the challenges would come in with me being a mother and my business as the gym. So being a mom, you know, I have a child who is below 5. So ideally, these children get sick. So once in a while, it interferes with your schedule because you have to take your child to hospital, blah, blah, blah. Then, you know, again, my child has some condition, which again has to be
medical.
Really, a medical condition. So I really need to take care of her most of the time. So again, that's another challenge. But it's a thing that I've actually tackled in the past, especially in 2022. That's around April to August. Yeah, and then other challenges. I think the biggest challenge is the gym business. And I'd like to say, like any other business owner, the biggest challenge in a business is employees.
Yeah.
Because you have a dream.
Yeah.
Employees do not share this dream.
They do not share. They're just after their money.
Exactly.
Because it's not their dream. Yeah.
So you tell a client this, you promise this, but it is not implemented because these employees do not share your dream.
Yeah.
As I said. So it has really become a big challenge because sometimes I feel like I lose clients because of this. Yeah. But again, dynamics of life and businesses, we keep learning.
Yeah. And if you don't go through that challenge, you'll never know how to fix that problem.
Exactly.
So we are learning every day.
Like somebody said, you have to fail for you to learn your mistakes and improve.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe before you began the business, what was your biggest misconception?
My biggest misconception, especially the gym business, was that it's expensive to start. Like the capital is huge. I think when there is will, there is a way. Okay,
there's something that I would like to ask there. You mentioned the people think it's expensive.
Yeah.
When you are expensive might not be my expensive.
That's very true.
You are cheap will not be my cheap.
That's very true.
My definition of cheap. So maybe you can tell us, maybe you're looking at about how much?
Like depending on the type of gym, I can say an average or a medium gym should cost between 3 million to maybe 7 million. An average gym, a medium gym. But then again, depending on your customer base, you can start a gym with as low as 500,000. I think that is. I don't want to say it's cheap, but it's reasonable, which is accessible. Yeah,
it's money that is accessible.
True.
Okay.
So 3 million with my caliber, I believe, is not that expensive because I think initially I thought starting a gym would cost me up around 20 million, 30 million. So when I started it, actually it was less than that. In fact, way less than that.
Way less than that. Okay, so like you are able to get one problem that I've had many entrepreneurs say that they've experienced is getting the right supplier or the right people to supply them with that kind of machine. Like me, for instance, the first maybe equipment I ever bought for my business, I was charged double for that machine. Maybe I had that mentality that it was expensive, but then I later came to realize that there are people who sell it for cheaper. So did you experience anything like that? Maybe starting up, maybe things that you felt were expensive that time, you end up realizing that later on?
Yeah, of course. Like we said, it's a learning process. So when I started the gym business, there are a few things I didn't know. Like, for instance, something basic like how to get a license for your gym. It's something you don't know. So you start looking for information. People tell you, oh, I know this person, you need to pay them this amount. So before you know it, you've paid around 5 people, 1,000 of each, just to get a license. Yet this thing is available just at the city council. Yeah. So it's something you know. Then again, when it comes to equipment, I think I did my research. I took my time because I think the idea came in around, I think 2020, end of 2020. So I took my time, almost a year, just researching on where to get this equipment, blah, blah, blah. The options I had locally and probably importing. Yeah. So importing was expensive for a small startup. It actually makes sense when you're doing a very big business. Then I found this guy who was doing locally made equipment. So I also did my research about him and learned that his equipment okay. So that's where I did most of my, how do you call it? Most of the supply I got from there. Yeah. And I got duped, especially with the people from graphics. Yeah, like probably buying the light box, things to do with stickers, blah, blah, blah. There's a guy I paid up, I paid up upfront some very huge amount, but they never delivered. Yes, I also got duped with these guys. We call them fundi. Yeah, you give them this to do, they do it halfway. Maybe because I'm a woman, sometimes I think so. They feel like you don't know what you're doing, but ideally I might not know how to do something, but I know what I want. Yes. So I got duped, but it's a learning process. If I were to start another business, especially a gym business, I think I would save a lot of money.
You save a lot of money compared to how you started. So you're trying to say that every day is a learning process.
Yes, every day is a learning process.
Okay, so as a business person, what exactly is your measure of success? How can you tell that I feel like I'm successful? How is a measure of success?
My measure of success is content, being content. Do you feel like you're happy where you are? And am I making a difference in somebody's life? You know, most guys measure their success by the number of profits they have in their bank account.
Finances.
I mean, everybody wants money, yes, but I think at the end of the day, I love it when I'm making a difference in somebody's life. And where I sit, I am proud that 3 or 4 people actually put something on the table courtesy of me. So I'm really happy with myself. I've made a difference in somebody's life. Then me bringing up the gym in Juja and encouraging guys who have never thought of going to the gym to come to the gym is something I feel like an achievement because probably I'm making a difference in this person's life. So,
the fact that people come and get their results.
Yes, making a difference in somebody's life. To me, that's success.
Okay. So at a personal level, what strategies have you put in place to make sure that you keep the right kind of focus towards your business?
I can say I allocate a specific amount of time every day for my business. Sometimes I'm not around. I'm a person who loves traveling a lot, but I ensure I dedicate at least a third of my time generally towards my gym business because the way I said initially, it's my dream. So these people don't share in the dream. So the minute you're away from this job, your dream will die. So you have to allocate time for this business.
And do you feel like you are allocating enough time? Because one thing I've also realized, there's a friend of mine who mentioned that when he was starting out, he felt like business is all about having enough capital and opening the doors and making sure there are enough people working for you. But then he also came around later on and told me that he felt like the business was not performing based on how they were expecting because he was not present. So do you feel like if you are more present in your business, it will have performed better?
Yes, I feel like if I were there most of the time, the business would perform better, especially when giving out the customer service to our clients. You know, sometimes you're not there. You get feedback from clients, oh, this happened, this happened. You see, if I were there, then most probably that would not have happened. So yes, ideally, when you start a business, you need to devote almost 100% of your time for that business. But I think I devote part of it mostly because I feel like the gym business is mostly peak either in the morning or in the evening.
Or it has specific timings.
Yes. So I ensure I'm there either in the morning and in the evening. But during the day, there's really not much. But at the same time, during the day, you can lose 1 or 2 customers. You know, 1 or 2 per month translates to 12 in a year. So I think your friend did a good job by saying everybody needs to dedicate 100% of their time in business.
And if you are told to pick maybe between career, because of course you can't pick between the others, but if you're told to pick between career and business, which one would you have gone for? Maybe I'm giving you an opportunity to pick one. And whichever you pick is the one that now maybe you can go with that moving forward. Which one will you pick?
That's a tricky question. My career is very flexible, so I don't think I'd want to quit. At the same time, I love doing business because you're the boss of yourself and you get to make a difference in people's lives. So right now, I'd still go with 50-50.
And still,
yes,
still
do my career and do business.
So no regrets.
No regrets.
Okay. So how about maybe a young person who is out there thinking of getting into business, but then they have this issue or misconception that young people usually carry that business is difficult. What do you think is the thing that you can tell that young person?
I think first I want to stress the fact that business is difficult. Running the business is difficult. Starting it is very easy. You know, you can have funds and start it. But running it is very difficult. I don't want to lie. It is difficult. But everything is difficult. Even life itself is difficult. Sometimes even eating is difficult. So it has to be difficult. So they just have to do the business. If they want to be the boss of themselves, then they have to start a business and actually run it. Or probably if they want to get employed, then it's also an okay direction. If you feel like your life is being employed forever, then do you.
Okay. So I'm looking at you as per how you're able to take care of all of these responsibilities of yours. So does your personality change based on where you are, or like you're the person who is just like the same all over the place? Because I can imagine I can imagine that maybe the Matabel who stands in front of a room to teach students, maybe is not the same Matabel who goes to the gym. Does your personality change?
I think I'd say I had to change my personality forcefully without me wanting. Ideally, for lack of a better word, I'd say I'm a kind, good person. I tend to be very empathetic towards people. But owning a business taught me that sometimes you have to be ruthless to your employees. When we were still young, we would see these, how do you call them? The Muhindi bosses. The stories we used to hear how, I don't know, you have to come in, you have to clock in.
They're very strict.
They're very strict. So right now, owning a business, I understand why these people are very strict. Because, you've made an investment, capital. This is your money. And you can see people actually joking with your money. So you have to be very strict. So at home, I'm this nice person. In class, of course, I'm nice, but at the same time, you have to be very strict for students to respect you. Because, when you look at me sometimes, you might think I'm very young. But I'm old, by the way.
Would you like to mention your age, maybe? For somebody who is wondering.
I'm 29 at heart.
Okay, 29 at heart. What about real age on your birth certificate?
I'm approaching my mid-30s.
Okay.
I'm proud. Okay. Yeah. So what was I saying?
What was the local jokes? Alikuwa anasema nini by the way? Wewe unafollow kweli ama unaangalia tu kama tuko ndani ya kamera? You were talking about something about
being strict. So when I go to the gym, I think initially I was still being empathetic to the gym. I was trying to understand.
Understanding.
Yes, I'm paying this person this amount, so I should not tell them to do all this, But with time, you realize things are not working out. You need to be very strict.
Okay.
So my personality had to change in the gym. So right now, I don't want to say I'm ruthless, but I want to say I'm less empathetic. And sometimes you have to have this I don't care attitude when you're doing your business.
You have to get this done.
Yes, you have to get this done. If you don't get this done, somebody else will get it done. Because ideally, anything is replaceable. Of course, apart from a human being. But a job, the person doing the job can be replaced.
The roles,
Yes. So I have to be very strict about that. Whether you're my friend or not my friend, I can wake up in the morning and actually release you off your duties and get somebody who can do what I want them to do.
So you develop this tough exterior.
Exactly.
Okay, I can imagine. So Miss Matabel, maybe you can tell us. Oh, Dr. Matabel, we are sorry. We are sorry. We apologize. So Dr. Matabel, so what has been your best moment so far being an entrepreneur?
My best moment being an entrepreneur is, or rather is, the fact that I have something to wake up to every morning. My job, my main job, being a lecturer, sometimes we go on strike. So you find yourself lacking something to do. But
I think a strike should make you happy because now you are free.
Yes, you are free, yes, but sometimes they don't pay us. Okay, of course they'll pay you at the end, but if you strike for more than 2 months, they will not pay.
Okay.
Plus, you'll be idle in the house. But having this business gives you something to do. It's like a fulfillment. You sleep, you think about things, how you need to do 1 or 2 things in the gym, how to manage these. So I think it gives me purpose. I think that's the word. It gives me purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what really has been your worst moment so far?
I think my worst moment, possibly it's related to my daughter, is the time when I was starting the business. The business started around May 2022.
2022.
Yes, around the same time, my daughter was very sick. So it was the lowest point of my life. By the way, my gym is called Zelha.
Zelha Fitness.
Zelha comes from my daughter's name.
Okay.
So I don't want to say near-death experience with my daughter, but to me, it was sort of a near-death experience with my daughter. And I was losing hope because I was starting this business because of her. Then here she is, she's very sick. I feel like I'm losing her. So it was really the lowest point of my life.
So how has technology helped you to leverage your business? Like what role has technology played in how you manage your business and how you run it?
In fact, now that you mentioned technology, I don't know if I have time, but I have a small story about this technology in my business. So when I was starting the business, I think I was very ambitious. I wanted everything to fall into place. By the way, that is one thing you guys should not do when you're starting a business. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, I wanted to open the gym when I have everything. The system is ready, all the equipment are there. No, you can just start your business even with the few things you have. So back to technology. So there was this guy who I found online. I can't even remember his name because I think he really did a bad job. So he was selling us a gym system, a gym management system for customers, blah blah blah. So we took it. We paid a deposit of a lot of money, around 15,000 for the deposit. Then he used to come every day to check if the system is working. But every day we used to have an issue with this system. Mara we have errors, Mara it's not loading. So it's like the system was highly dependent on him being there. So I felt like now this guy is promoting himself as a person who can do all these
offer solutions, but it's
exactly not, but there are no solutions being offered. In fact,
he
creates problems.
He creates a problem so that it can be a solution.
Exactly. Okay. So after I think 2 months of us trying to run with this particular system, I can say it refused. So I told him he needs to refund our money because ideally the system is not helping us. And of course, Kamam Kenya, he refused. And he could not even repair the damn system. Okay. So we ended up losing the 15,000 and not having a system. I need to
also wasted time. We also wasted a lot of time.
Exactly. I think Shallow system or something. In fact, beware. This guy didn't do it.
You want to warn the viewers.
And we lost. Maybe he's improved. I don't know. Maybe you can try him. But I would say I really had a very bad experience with him. He didn't even bother to give me the customer service, the after-sale customer service. Maybe just check my system, etc. So I resorted back to Excel. I didn't mention this, but I'm a doctor of mathematics. I mostly did mathematics, financial option or financial mathematics. So I'm an expert in statistics, mathematics, data analytics, actuarial, blah blah blah. So I remembered actually I can use Excel. So Excel might sound so basic, but most companies out here use Excel to run their business. So currently we are managing everything in Excel, and I think we set up the entire system quite well. Myself and my partner, Susan. Hi, Susan. With my partner, Susan. So I think I would consider Excel as a very okay technology for us as a gym. Though currently we are trying to integrate it with another system that a friend of mine is creating for us. It's called Willora by William. So slowly, like I said, don't be in a hurry. So we're doing it slowly. Just trying to integrate whatever we've been doing in Excel to this particular system so that we can have a very smooth flow for transition of our database.
Okay. Looking at how you run your business, you need a steady flow of clients for you to be able to sustain your business. Maybe what are some of the marketing methods that you have employed that have helped you to successfully get clients for your business?
The vast marketing strategy I've used is social media, of course, creating videos, then posting them on our Instagram page, our Facebook page, TikTok, WhatsApp, you know. Then we've also done flyers, or hosted some events. For instance, we've done boot camps, which have been in JQuat. So that has been a way of marketing our business. Then also once in a while we have promotions in the gym where we give discounts, maybe 10% discounts on your birthday month. Sometimes we hold challenges in the gym. The people who win these challenges get some discount, or maybe free subscriptions. Then I think around June or September we did our anniversary, and we awarded our most loyal clients some discount and some gym accessories like t-shirts, etc. So it's just a way of promoting the business.
So are you giving them to, like, are you using this to get more clients, or maybe just to retain the ones that you have?
Both, to retain who we have and also to market. You know, you can go and visit somebody and you see something like
A
Zelha
calendar.
Gym.
Yeah.
So it's a way of also marketing ourselves and also retaining this particular clients, especially the promotional offers within the gym.
Okay.
They're supposed to retain the clients.
Okay. So moving forward, maybe where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Because I believe maybe that's not it for you.
Yes. In the next 5 years, I think I'm very passionate about gym business, to be specific. So in the next 5 to 10 years, I would love to have a Zelha Health Club, whereby I'm having so many branches around the country. I'm thinking of introducing maybe another branch, maybe in the next a year or two within Nairobi, then expand other branches to Kisumu, these many towns, Kisumu, Mombasa, blah, blah, blah. And gym is not only my thing. I mean, I'm also a doctor, so I don't want my doctorate to just
Go to
ilale. So ideally, I expect to do some consultancy work. I have a company, by the way, with regard to consultants. It's called Delta Analytics.
That's also another business.
Yes, that's also another business. I was trying to open this water business, something similar to Jibu franchise or Pure Fresh. But then around that time, the government came up with these so many taxes, KRA taxes. So I shelved this particular business idea. But the company still exists.
Okay.
So it's something that will come.
You're also planning to revive it.
Yes, you will see it very soon. So like I was saying, as a doctor, I would want to be a consultant. So I also want to have so many consultancies within the next 5 years. So I probably have an office where I'll be taking up any data analytics job, especially in this time and age where we have big data.
Okay.
So I'll be doing them both.
So that's not it for you. You still have so much.
Of course, there's so much. I'm still young. I have a lot of time. I have a lot of energy.
29 at heart.
29 at heart.
So now maybe as we finish our conversation, maybe what is that thing that you like to tell someone who is watching you and they like look up to you in what you do? What is that thing you tell that person?
I'd want to tell you guys, do not be limited. You know, we have unlimited by Muna. So do not be limited. You can do it all. I mean, I'm doing it all. So what is stopping you from doing it? You can be a mom, you can be a business owner or an entrepreneur. In fact, you can have 5 to 10 businesses and run them. But caution, don't open them at the same time. So open one, let it flow. Open another one, let it flow like that. So don't be limited.
So Matabel, since you are here in the capacity of an entrepreneur, now if people want to work with you in your business, which you say that you own a gym, how can people be able to find you?
So my gym is called Zelha Spin and Fitness. It's on Kalimoni Highview Plaza, the same building that is hosting Equity Afya in Juja. On social media, you can reach us at Zelha Fitness, both Facebook and Instagram. TikTok, it's a personal account, Matabel.
Okay, so thank you so much for coming to this show and being ready to share your story, sharing your journey, sharing your fears, being vulnerable to those people who maybe some of them usually see a perfect Matabel out there, but they don't know the journey behind Matabel. It will be quite a shame to end this video without acknowledging our official sponsors for this video. So I'd like to appreciate Peak Brands Limited. They are dealers in all types of branding. If you need to brand your apparel, if you need to brand your business, if you need to make gifts, if you need to make anything in the branding world, reach out to Peak Brands Limited. And if you need any of their services, check them out on their social media pages, Peak Brands Limited. Thank you so much.